Yo, what's going on, weirdos? What's up, guys? So, right now, at the time I'm making this video, Bitcoin sitting at just a hair under 105. And where do we need to close this weekly candle today? Well, that would be around 102.9, right? So we're well above it right now. There is a few hours left of this daily and weekly candles, so we can't get too far ahead of ourselves. But we could be higher by the time this video gets posted, or we could be lower. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, everything's looking strong, guys. And do you want to know why everything's looking strong right now? A few reasons. One, Trump goes ahead and announces today that due to the profit or the income flowing into the U.S. from tariffs, well, now he says that at least $2,000 worth of stimulus will be going to American citizens, to everyone who's, I would assume, an American citizen, right? Um, Stimulus is back, just like that, right? Just like that. And hopefully it continues, right? As long as that revenue continues to pour in from the tariffs that are going to be, you know, permanent or long term, anyways, you're going to see that hopefully the idea is that that will be a continuous stimulus for the US. Maybe, it can help increase the household income of everybody, of American citizens, by give or take $2,000 a month. A month? I'm thinking a month. I don't know if it's a month. That's an assumption by me. I shouldn't say per month. Could be every 6 months. I have no idea, right? Point is that stimulus is back, baby. So that's one reason, right? A lot of speculation, a lot of rumors about the government opening back up Monday, Tuesday, sometime next week, probably Monday or Tuesday, right? Massive news, because I believe that is one of the primary reasons that Bitcoin was down and the altcoins were down as far as they were, was because of the government shutdown. I mean, even the stock market was suffering. It wasn't just crypto, guys, right? So, in saying that, more bullishness. That government opened back up. Stimulus coming back to US. Rate cuts will continue, right? How long before the money printer turns back on? And just like that, we see a complete 180 in the direction of the markets, right? Bitcoin's responding well, though I believe that we're going to need confirmation of the government opening back up before the market truly starts to run. But guys, we've gone over the chart over on TradingView so many times that it's not even funny. We've seen how Bitcoin responds to testing the 50-week, bouncing off of it as support. What happens over the following 6, 8, 12, 15 weeks after that in a row is just up, and more up, right? So, are we going to see Bitcoin respond the same way? I don't see why not. I don't see why not. This could lead to Bitcoin topping still sometime in December, right? Which would lead altcoin season into probably the end of February, maybe the first half of March at this point, if that was the case. I don't know. Altcoins tend to run for about 80 or 90 days after Bitcoin tops, right? So we're going to have some time to be able to rotate some capital around if that's the way things are getting ready to play out. And I think it would shock a lot of people too, because so many people out there are so divided. I mean, you've got one massive group of people, mainly people who've never been through a crypto cycle before and are new to crypto. Those people are screaming from the rooftops that we're in a bear market and that there is no altcoin season stuff. It's usually the people who have the least education and the least experience who are usually the loudest when it comes to that kind of stuff, right? And then they'll scream that they're not being emotional at the same time. You've got those people. Then you've got the people who are screaming that it's an extra extended cycle, super cycle, however you want to word it, and that crypto market's not going to top until the end of 2026, like a year from now. Some people are saying summer, right? And some people are like me saying probably in the spring, February, March-ish. I guess that's still winter. But so there's so much so much division out there, so many different opinions about where this market's going to top. Some people think it already has. And those people are what we like to call wrong. But yeah, so many different opinions out there, so much uncertainty, which is kind of a good thing. It's kind of a good thing, guys, right? It means we have, at least a couple more nice shocks in the system for us. And I think that one of those shocks is going to be that parabolic phase of this cycle. And I really hope for the people who are new to crypto, for the people who, are in their first cycle, I really, really encourage you and hope that you're paying close attention to what's going on. One of the things that I told my Patreon members about a long time ago was start a diary. I know it sounds stupid, guys. I know it probably sounds like start a diary. What are you talking about, dude? Start a diary, okay? Every day, I want you to write in that diary what's going on in the markets, how you feel about what's going on in the markets, and what you did as a response. Now, I'm not just talking about whether you bought or you panic sold or something. If you hopped on the internet and you started making inappropriate comments, attacking people, being toxic, saying we're in a bear market, whatever you said online, I want you to write it down in your diary, verbatim, what you said to people, okay? And there's a reason for this, because you need to do better. And the best way to do better is to be able to look back on things that you said and did. And if they make you cringe at your own actions later, you should learn from it, right? If you were online over the last 2 weeks and you're being toxic and you're attacking people, you're blaming influencers for things and all this stuff, if that's what you were doing, you're screaming that it's a bear market and you were telling anyone who disagreed with you that they're an idiot and they don't know and you know better. If that was you, and there's a lot of you out there, I want you to get a diary out, and this is not an attack on you. I truly, sincerely want you to learn from your mistakes, right? Because when everything starts going crazy again, which it's about to do, and euphoria is everywhere, you're going to completely forget about your inappropriate behavior, and that means that you're doomed to repeat it. And it's not just to avoid making those mistakes again. There's bigger mistakes at play here too, because if you are consistently keeping a diary of, every day what the market's doing, what caused the market to dump, whether it's Trump or whatever the case might be, how you behaved, what you did, you bought, you sold, you sat on your hands, you were inappropriate or you were strong, whatever it is, right? You write it down, because in the next cycle, you're going to have a source to be able to go back on the next time you're seeing the market crashing, right? Then you're seeing a flash crash, or you're seeing sentiment everywhere be so bearish. You tend to forget, right? You tend to forget. So having that diary to be able to go back on and say, how was the sentiment last time this happened in the last cycle, right? 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it is, right? How was the sentiment in the market? How was I feeling about it? And what did the market end up doing after the crash? Did it continue crashing into a bear market like I was thinking that it was going to? Or did it go parabolic after I made a fool of myself, blasting people online, telling them that I knew better than them and that it was a bear market, right? Because you can look back on that and you can say, I was feeling the same way last time and I was dead wrong about it, and maybe I'm wrong this time, right? It helps you have some sort of a compass or a barometer on, you know, another flash crash, what happened later, right? How did the market respond? Did the market recover? And if it did, well, then in the future, you might be able to look back and go, the market recovered last time. It'll probably do the same thing this time. Maybe I'm just emotional, right? So I'm telling you this not as an attack on people who are emotional, right? But more as a helpful guide from your past self to be able to determine how the market recovers when we see these flash crashes. Because I'm going to tell you something, guys, that a lot of people don't realize. To this point in time, in Bitcoin, in the crypto space, Crypto has a 100% recovery rate. 100% of the time that crypto has had flash crashes, it has recovered and gone on to put in new all-time highs. Every single time for over a decade. And yet, every single flash crash, people act like it's never going to recover. When you have something that has a 100% recovery rate, it has recovered 100% of the time. Never once after a flash crash in crypto, what feels devastating in the moment, not once has it failed to recover and put in new all-time highs. Not one time ever. Try to remember that next time you're emotional. And if you need help, if you want to join a helpful guiding community, jump on over to the Patreon community, guys. We're there to help guide you. We've been through multiple cycles and we can help navigate you through this. This whole time, this whole last couple weeks of crashing and stuff, everybody over in our trading group and everything over on the Patreon has been doing nothing but making profits. So while you're by yourself trying to navigate this space, refusing to be a part of a community, and maybe you're just treading water or you're in the red or you're going sideways, we've been making money for the last couple of weeks, guys. So join the community today. And listen, if you don't know how to identify where liquidity is in the markets, I talk about this all the time, guys, because no other influencer seems to want to help you figure this out. If you don't know how to identify where all of the buy orders are in the market, when you go to try to time the top and put in your sell order, there's a very strong possibility your sell order won't fill because there has to be a buy order there, okay? Jump on over. We will help guide you through this. We will help teach you how to know how to front run the market and get out before everybody else with your profits intact. The link is down below, guys. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. See you guys in the next one. God bless.